first of all, we have to talk about sustainability. Sustainability comes from the idea that natural environment, the preservation of nature and animals, should be in harmony with social and economical development, new technologies, modernization, that both should live in harmony. Linguistic sustainability is related with linguistics, which is the science that studies languages. So it's related with the languages. The idea is that nowadays we live in a globalized world, which some languages are more used or are the main languages as English or Spanish. Here in the Basque countries, our main language is Spanish. So the idea is to have a balance between those major languages and the minor languages, because the problem is that due to the globalized world, these minor languages are not used in the same areas or ways, or they don't have the same opportunities as speakers to use it as the main ones. This is the case of the Basque country. Here we don't have the same possibilities to use Basque as Spanish, for example in the area of Bilbao, as is my case. Well, the last years is true that in education, which is the one of the four pillars that has promote Basque, more and more students are studied in the D level, which is all in Basque. But still, we don't have the opportunity to use Basque in our daily lives. So, for me, a language is culture, and culture is a language. Language is the way to transmit culture. And a language or culture, you have to feel it. You have to feel inside, get inside the culture. So the field I'm studying, which is education, I have some ideas to promote or to foster the linguistic sustainability. And the ideas are, for example, that we can't only teach language. We have also need to teach culture, which is something we don't really do. How we can do this? There are a lot of ideas, but I got some. For example, to do exchanges between rural and city areas, so students can see how it's living in an environment all Basque all the time. How is that? Because in a city you cannot do that. Or for example, also I think it's important to cut the language in chunks, to experiment with the language. I don't think we can give the opportunity to students to do that. For example, to experiment with the surnames. Echevarria, what comes from? What's the origin of this surname, etc.? Or Ander, which one is the surname? Let's talk about this. Experiment, okay? Get to the insides of the language. Because this is motivated and encourages students to know more about culture, and they get more involved in that. And creative projects. With this, schools are closed. Schools should open to the community. We should do works with parents, with the shops around the school, with associations, with governmental institutions. Everything that surrounds the school should be involved in the school, and the school should be involved in the surroundings. So if we open the school, we open the Basque to the world. Students can't make relationships with the surroundings in a Basque environment. They will have the chance. So I think it's important to focus on that, because nowadays we are just thinking about, okay, Basque, we teach it in the schools, but there's something missing, because those students, they can maybe only speak or use Basque in the school, maybe outside with the family, friends, at shops, whatever. In the surroundings they can't. So it's the duty of the schools to do this, to open their doors to the community and to link the environment with the school, to do a big link, a strong link with that, so students can feel the language, not only at the school, can feel the language in different environments, with in different situations. They can experiment, because a language, its emotions, its feelings, its information, it's all that. and it's part of us. So if it's part of us, it should be in all our environments, not only at school, also in social environments, for example.